Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's unboxing is Secret Scent Box. This one is the January 2021 edition and it's the women's fragrance box. We do also make a men's fragrance box as well, but I'm unboxing the women's one. I'm gonna unbox it for you. I'm gonna tell you about every perfume that comes in this month's box, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the subscription itself. So Secret Scent Box is a UK based fragrance subscription. Every month you'll receive 3 different fragrances. Everyone receives the same fragrances, but they will be 3 different ones, and they won't be ones that have showed up in the boxes before. They will tend to be kind of designer type fragrances and represent usually quite a good saving based on how much it would cost you to actually buy the perfumes. You get 3 3ml sprays, so 9ml of perfume in total, and they say each spray lasts around about 10 days for each fragrance, so essentially you're getting enough fragrance to last you throughout that month. It comes in a little box like this, and the outer box also slips through a standard letterbox, so you don't have to be in, although at the minute I think most of us are going to be in because we're in another lockdown. So this is just something nice that pops through the door every month and kind of cheers me up. I quite enjoy fragrance, but I don't know about you, sometimes I find if I buy a fragrance I get a little bit bored of it, don't always finish the bottle. This is a great way for me to really see if I like a fragrance before committing to it, and or just keep changing up my fragrance so that I'm always kind of smelling something fresh. Otherwise I think you get a little used to it, you know. Anyway, so this month's fragrances, we're going to go through them one by one. There is actually a fragrance in this box which was my favourite fragrance of 2020, so much so I actually got it as a Christmas gift, so I can tell you a lot more about that one. But first of all, we're going to start with one I'm not familiar with, and this is Calvin Klein's Eternity Now. So this is a really nice kind of light fragrance. It's got some sort of florally undertones, but isn't massively girly. And it just says here, Eternity Now, a bright floral fragrance with an addictive character. It translates the attraction and power of a beautiful love story about to unfold. Top notes of lychee and sorbet, middle notes of neroli, peach blossom and peony, and base notes of ambroxan, cashmere wood and musk. I kind of get that little bit of peony and neroli and a little bit of something else that sort of keeps it super fresh. But that is a really nice kind of day fragrance and definitely right up my street. I think I'm going to enjoy this one. Next up, there's a fragrance by Guess. This is 1981 Los Angeles, which I think might be when the Guess brand started. I have bought a few items of clothing actually from Guess, like jackets, jeans, things like that. So it's quite a cool, funky brand. Celebrate the colours of California, from the magnificent hillside filled with flowers to the intoxicating heat of the LA cityscape at dawn. It's got top notes of red currant, mandarin orange and pear, middle notes of peony, orange blossom, jasmine and orange, and base notes of musk, ambroxan, praline, vanilla and cedar. Like I said, it's quite a nice kind of sexy fragrance. Not super heavy. It actually reminds me, and this is going to sound really bizarre, but I'm in my mid-30s now, but when I was like shopping as a teenager and you would just smell a really expensive fragrance that you couldn't afford, but you'd spray on yourself in the department store while you were going around shopping, and it was just that kind of fun scent. It kind of reminds me of that. So it's kind of evoking quite happy memories, I suppose, which sounds a little bit strange, but another one I think I'm going to enjoy. And then finally, the one, as I said, that is my absolute favourite fragrance of 2020, and that is Armani My Way. And like I said, I actually got this as a kind of gift set present thing at Christmas time. And this, it's actually got a smaller bottle included, but this is what the big bottle looks like. So instead of showing you a picture, I can actually show you my bottle. It's got this kind of funny blue jewel on the lid with gold, and it's a light pink kind of fragrance. It's Oh, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. I love it. So the way that they describe it is a brand new fragrance from Armani, My Way, created by master perfumer Carlos Benam and senior perfumer Bruno Jovanic. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's got top notes of bergamot and orange blossom, middle notes of tuberose and jasmine, base notes of cedarwood, vanilla and white musks. For me, it's got a really kind of sweet undertone, but there's a lot of other bits and pieces going. I just love it as my kind of everyday fragrance. It just makes me happy when I wear it. I love it. It's one of the few fragrances I kind of haven't got bored of. So I'm happy to have a little kind of purse-sized spray that I can keep with me. You see, usually I would like to keep a fragrance in my bag if I'm going out and about to kind of top up the fragrance. Not that it doesn't last, because actually I do find it lasts all day, but sometimes you just want to put on a little bit extra. So this is great for that, and these little bottles are great for that. So they are a little kind of plasticky tube, and they put a different coloured label on each of the products. It also has the brand name and the product name, so if you want to go out and purchase them in a full size, you've got all the info. And like I said, you do also get cards for each of the fragrances that tell you the top notes, middle notes, base notes, and a little bit about it, as well as a little picture of the fragrance. But they are kind of super portable. They'd be great for traveling when we can travel again. And they are a little spritz bottle. I appreciate that they're a spritz bottle because I'm not a huge fan of rollerball fragrances. I find they don't really come out as well. So I'm always pleased that this subscription has gone with spray bottles. This is what it looks like when you've got the 3 fragrances together in a box. I always think they'd make a really nice kind of gift as well. It kind of feels like a gift when you open it, because it is almost like a little jewellery box, and I say that every month, but I just really enjoy the packaging of this one. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. You can actually get 50% off your first secret scent box using the discount code TRY50. So currently this is the January 2021 box. The February 2021 box subscriptions are open for that now, but if you do want the January box, if you sign up and then send them an email, they will send you the January box, assuming they've still got some left when you place your order. So if you like the sound of these fragrances, you should still be able to get them and get that 50% off if you're new to Secret Scent Box. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this unboxing. I film lots of beauty unboxings and subscription boxes and all kinds of different things on the channel. So if you're new here, welcome. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.